Today I want to plant a bit of swamp, and there's only certain trees that do really well in swamps. So here's my little tree stash here, and I'm going to sort of pull these out. And I want to get to the alder trees. I want some hazel trees and some willow trees. And so I pull all these out of here where I've got them healed in. I get this clump of alder trees here. Get these nice purple buds. And my secateurs, and let's just have a quick think of how many I need, because I want some for another site as well. Let's cut that off, that, and that one, and right, so count out, maybe 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay, maybe a few more, maybe like 12. And then those can be healed in again. And do I need any more trees from here? Yes. These big hazels here. And all these trees I got for the swamp here are all like 3 foot high, so they're big enough to cope with the swamp grass getting really tall. So there's 5 there, there's 6, maybe 7, maybe 8. And that's going to be my ones there. And I'm going to keep the roots damp by having them in a bag with a few damp leaves. Just put them in there. And then I've got some willows I dug up the other day from here. Just shake a bit of that soil off so it's not so heavy to carry. Put that in there. And then these ones, some willows and alders and a few silver birch I found growing around here. And then finally these more willows and birch I dug up today here. And then this one as well. Right, so, put them all in here like that. And then those ones, and all I'll need really is the spade, and then a nice lump, and carry them off. But first I've got to make sure all these healed in trees are put back properly, so I'll take them all out and lob them over there, and I should do that all right there, and then just dig this hole out and just put them back in again, make sure they're all properly buried. There's that one, and that one, and a bit more there. And put that back over there, and then bang all these back in the hole here, just making sure that all the roots are covered, and then just put the soil back over again, and making sure the roots are nice and covered and safe and sound for the next time I need these trees. Good to have a nice bag to carry them in, because it stops those roots drying out. If you're just carrying a bundle of trees with the roots exposed, particularly on a dry day like this, they'll dry out really quickly, it'll damage them, even kill them. So you want to keep the roots from drying out, and you don't really want to carry heavy soil, so damp leaves in the bag is really good, or damp straw, and just plant them as quickly as possible. Just get so many from the tree stash and then plant them as quickly as possible. And okay, right, you can go up there if you could. Right, and then to work out the most comfortable way of carrying them, I always put the spade kind of in long ways with the trees. So it's just like carrying another tree kind of, and then just find the right centre of balance. Ow! And then carry them off to where you want to go. This is all some swamp we planted ages ago here. Now I always carry the trees pointing backwards, so it's easier to walk through undergrowth with them like this, and then they don't get tangled. Tread carefully and generally walk on clumps of stuff where there are bits, so they don't sink, and try and get through the swamp. Whoa. I'm on this bit that's like seasonally boggy, I'll plant these little willow cuttings which I had as well. So just trimmings off the willows I dug up. Just put 2 there, like that. Right. And then whilst I'm out here, I think if I can find a silver birch and a hazel, that would be good. I just saw them just now. Where are they? Where are they hiding? Oh, there they are. Right, so I got a silver birch first of all. I mean a hazel. And I'll just plant that here somewhere. It's quite squishy here. And if I just push it into the ground with my foot, should be fine. Maybe dig a little hole. Put that in there, push it down with my foot, and then squish the wet mud back over it, and put these rushes around it to protect it, and it should be fine there. They can really stand quite a bit of boggy conditions there, hazel. And this silver birch here will need to go kind of in a seasonally boggy bit, like maybe here, where it's not boggy all the time, because I've noticed that silver birch don't really grow well in the totally boggy places. So just dig the ground is still saturated here. Just dig a quick little hole and put it in. That one was in a pot. I rescued it from a landscaping project, so that one could go in there. Just squish it in. Make sure it's stood up right, and there we are. And a bit of these rushes around it to protect it. There we go. There's another one. Now, we'll careful Ziggy, and get a bit further into the swamp. Here should do. Right, so I'll keep my tree stash here with the shade through the rushes, and then I'll plant a kind of little patch of woods here today, just in this little patch here. It's all really squishy and boggy, so I shouldn't get the spade too much. And there's quite a lot of willows and alders here and there from previous years, so it's like a gradual patchwork. And I thought I'd add a little thick bit of woods here today. On this little bit here, there's lots of established willows, so I thought I could put a few alders near them, so the willows will protect the alders a bit, and they'll look nice there. Maybe 3 alders, I think, there. 3 alders and perhaps a hazel tree. Find where I put them again. There's one. Nice hazel tree and 3 alder trees, and I might need the spade, but I'll see. I think I could probably do it with my feet. These willow trees are growing outwards as well as up, so in another year they'll be here, in another year they'll be here. So here I'm about far enough away to plant one of these alders, and the ground here is saturated. So just scrape away some of this stuff here, and then just squish it down, push the roots down with my feet. The ground is totally saturated, like that, and squish this mud back over, so it's nice and straight, and put a few rushes around it, and that's all. It's really quick to plant trees in this swamp. So we've got another one here, just maybe here, and just like make a hole. You see there, make a nice hole at the roots down there. Make sure they're all in the hole, like so, and then squish the mud back around, and then put all this vegetation back around it. Make sure it's nice and sturdy, and if it's not, just kick some more soil against it, and voila. Here I'm going to plant an alder and a hazel together, and the hazel will make nice under canopy, and I'm planting them quite close to these rushes. And the reason I plant trees that are 3 feet tall is because this undergrowth is just about 3 feet tall, so they should, especially with this year's growth, poke up above the undergrowth. That should be good. So that one there, it's a nice hazel tree. There, move the mud back over it, and that's great. Maybe straighten that a bit, but hazel trees don't really need to go straight, but I'm going to put it straight anyway. Perhaps a bit more mud over it, and this alder tree just here, and the mud there just squishes in really easily, mud over it, make sure it's sturdy and upright, and there we go. That's all that little patch done there. So now I can come in and see what to put next. Maybe I could put a willow tree here, one of those larger ones perhaps. Let's see, what's that? That's 2 willow trees there. Quite deep root. Is that a willow? No, it's not. That's an oak tree. Whoa. No, I don't want that here, because that won't like it in the swamp. Right, where's that? There's a willow there, and a willow there. Yeah. So, right, I'll put that oak tree further up there where it's not so boggy. I didn't realise I'd packed an oak tree. A nice big hole, and stick that in the hole, and tread it down, and then squish the mud over it, and tangle some of those rushes around it. And there's one, and then the other one can be here, make it into a bit of a tangle, maybe here. Just cut through those rushes with my foot. And one in there, like that. It's much easier planting trees in the swamp than it was anywhere else. It's just the sinking factor. But this vegetation is very good and safe to step on. Alright, there we go. Now I'll plant that big willow tree to get that out of the way, and that'll make the bag way less heavy, because it's like heavier than everything else put together. Right, there, got that over there. See now, this bag is really light now, so all I need the spade. I might do, it's quite big, but I might not, we'll see. Right, I'll put this over here someplace, maybe here, yeah, and then just see what this is like. There's quite a deep root. We'll just shovel some of this out. And, it's really totally saturated, really easy to dig. Whoa. And like that. And so it's deep enough to give it a bit of stability. Right. Let's see. That's in there nicely. Trade it in a bit, and then just literally drag all this soil back in, all around it, like that. That's great. Yeah. And that should hopefully stay upright. Now I've got this little area done, I'm just gonna move my kind of like my little base camp to just over here. So plotting a course through the swamp, stepping on the clumps of rushes so I don't sink too much. Just past this little willow tree above here, and then I can set them down here, and then this is my new base camp. Stick a little alder tree in here, just find a little hole in amongst the rushes there, and put it in the hole there, and stuff it in like that, and then squash the ground on either side, and make sure it's nice and sturdy and pointing as upright as possible. There we go. And then another alder tree just here. Oh, it's really squishy there. So I can just go in there and squish. And there's another one. Straighten it a bit. And hazel tree next to it there. Just whoa, squish that in. And so that's good. And carry on with these over this way. Another little alder tree there. All those roots are all under the mud, like that. And make sure it's standing up straight. And then this willow tree could go in there as well, so they grow up well together. That'd be really good. Planting trees like this is very, very quick. You just make a hole, put them in, and squish them in, because you are limited on the species that will grow in a swamp. This is just the last few now. So that's our hazel. Let's look in this hole. And squash that one in. Maybe a bit more. And then just drag a bit more mud if they need it. That's great. And then whoa. And then this one here. What's that? Another order. I can go over here. Right. And pick up the hole for this one. And plug that in there. Right. Drag a bit of mud round. And then we've just got these few left to do. Willow tree here. A little one. Right. That's right there. Another willow tree here. Let's squish that one in. That's it. Like that. And then last but not least, hazel tree. Which can go in there like that. Oh, the fat cats have managed to get here. They managed to never get this one. Oh, one of them has. Easy. Right. That's a nice new bit of swamp wood done today. So I hope you liked today's video. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you press the little me down there somewhere, you can see all my other videos. If you have any questions, please ask. And I shall see you next time.